Hi everyone, welcome back. I am Emily, and today we are doing something a little bit different. We are about to jump over onto the screen of my laptop, and I am going to go through some story edits with you. I find it very fun and entertaining to watch other people edit their stories and see how their process goes. Plus, there is nothing like airing your mistakes and typos live on the internet for everybody to see. The story I edit is called Robot Dreams. It is a science fiction story, and I end up editing a couple pages with you guys. So without further ado, we will jump onto the computer in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so if you couldn't tell, this is a science fiction story. It's one of my much older stories that has been on the submission rounds and just hasn't quite made it in anywhere. I still have a soft spot in my heart for it, but I know it needs a lot of editing. So this editing pass is pretty much to see how much I can fix it and spiff it up and make it sort of make sense and not be too long, because I think it is too long. And once that's done, I can decide if I want to continue on with it. The very last editor I sent it to said that the story might be able to start at the beginning of scene 3, which is here, like 3 pages in. I don't know if I agree with his opinion because I haven't read the story in ages, so the first thing I'm going to do is read the first couple of pages and see what comes back to me and what I know about the story and see if his advice maybe rings true. So we're going to turn on track changes and see how much garbage I can cut out. I think the editor is correct that the story should start down here. I might just delete all these pages up until now. I don't think there's any particularly... What is that? Welcome to writing typos where you don't know what the hell you meant. Anyway, I don't think there's any particular sentences I would really like to keep. Nothing particularly great. Save a short version, because we are going to take all this and do that. Yikes. Okay, I have no idea if I'll keep that. It's really rough and kind of weird. I especially don't like that sentence. But it's a place to start where I can sort of transfer back into the story. From now on, it's going to be mostly line editing, taking out anything that I think isn't necessary or might have been me enjoying this story too much when I wrote it. Because when I wrote it for the very first time, I was sort of admiring my writing style and this really sappy story that I had come up with. So it's probably overwritten. Like, very overwritten. I am definitely not an underwriter. I am an overwriter. So we're going to see how I can sort of polish this up at least a couple pages within the next hour or so. This story also switches out of present tense and past tense because the past tense are all the things that the little robot is dreaming, and present tense is actually, him in his present awake state. So I'm probably going to have to switch my brain back and forth because I was an idiot when I wrote this story and thought that was a good idea. I'll also probably cut out a million thes, because that is apparently a thing I do too much, is write the word the. And through. And though. It's always fun to go through your writing and realize that you oversay different words way too many times. Filler words are a thing that exist for everyone, and I have them, you'll have them, we are all going to have them, and they're just something we have to overcome. That's what editing is for. See, I deleted like 2.5, 3 pages, so I need to sort of put back in some of the context as I'm going, which makes it seem like I'm making the story longer, but it'll get shorter as we go along, hopefully. Or who knows, if I end up with a story that's longer than 5,300 words, even though I cut out 600 words to begin with, I'm just going to be sad. Of soil and plants, and stared helplessly at the tractor Jonas placed me before, wishing I could recognize it. My programming was all wrong. I don't like any of those 3 sentences. Actually, this sentence is fine. Go figure. Get rid of ly words if they don't serve a purpose. I don't particularly like the word stared. I feel like there could be a better phrasing than stared at the tractor, so we're going to... Where's my highlight? We're going to highlight that so I remember to relook at it later. Okay, now is that a beautiful first page or what? I dream in dusk and cornfields would actually be a good thing. Wow, okay. I dream in dusk and cornfields, long shadows and swaths of leaves crisped by the sun, tilled lands and peach trees, faces that could be important had I a memory to speak of. I don't think they're real. My waking hours are 4 walls and a tractor part shop to keep clean. No, I don't believe they're real, but they overtake every powered down moment. I also don't like powered down moments, so we're going to highlight that. Like I said, I'm probably going to revisit this and rewrite it, because if I'm writing it now, this means this part is now a rough draft. Without knowing who I was, I knew it didn't sound right. Yes, this is one of those really sad stories. I promise this, if you're getting a whoa, no, sad story feeling from this, this is the saddest story in the collection, so just FYI. You're not going to get to the spoilers, though, because I want you guys to read this and be surprised when you read it. My little timer says it's been 38 minutes since I started. To go to another stranger. There, that'll kick you in the gut better, right? I mean, I picked the most melodramatic, like, over-the-top story to display on my YouTube channel for the world to watch me edit. Good choices. The father and mother stared, because he does, like, slowly start to think of them that way in a genuine sense, so we're going to go with that. Well, I took out all the descriptions of these people, so I'm going to have to work that back in somehow. So let's work descriptions back in, please. Okay, so I think that is all I'm going to do right now. After this, it sort of gets into spoilery sections and you start getting a feel for what the story is exactly about. And like I said, I want people to read this and be surprised. I want you guys to read this and be surprised. But look at all these things we edited. Good grief. The dialogue was pretty clean. That first page was the most insane, but I think it's better now. My computer is dying much quicker because I'm doing the screen caption. So it's been about an hour, and we've heavily edited these 5 pages. So yeah, I will continue to edit along these lines with the rest of the story. I hope you guys enjoyed this or found it sort of useful and educational or just entertaining because you could laugh at my really rough draft. I really enjoyed making this video with you guys. Let me know if you would like more videos like this, maybe from different versions of different drafts, from not even written things up to, I don't know, way more polished stuff. Yeah, I had fun with this, so I hope you guys did too. I will see you back on camera in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I ended up cutting about 1,000 words from this story, which is really great. I think it's much tighter and much cleaner of a story now. Here is a snapshot of how the whole story ended up looking with all the track changes on it. That's a lot of red. It did get a little better as I went along though, because the last half of the story was way more edited from before than the first half. Like I said before, let me know if you enjoyed this format. I know this is a totally different type of video than before. If you guys thought this was entertaining or fun or educational or just funny, then let me know and I can do more videos of this type of format. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed my typos. If you did, hit that subscribe button and ding that notification bell. I upload videos on Friday about books and or movies and or writing, so subscribe for more insanity and typos. And as always, I love to hear from you guys in the comments. I will see you all next week. Bye!